Hi, I'm Dwight. I'm the president of Effective Managers. My job is to help organizations get things done. In my various careers as a manager, as an executive, as a head of organizations, and then more recently as a management consultant, I've talked to thousands of managers. And in every situation, well, almost every situation, managers report that they're overworked, they're under-resourced, and they don't have the priorities to decide what has to happen next or in what order. This intrigued me so much that in 2010, I launched a research project with the University of Ottawa to try to understand what was happening. And the results were fascinating. Managers report that they only spend slightly more than half of their time on value-added work. The rest of their time, they're being pulled in so many different directions that they're distracted from the main function that they were hired to do. In this session, I've translated what we learned through that research and an experience with client organizations and in my own experience in my own career into a blueprint for effective organizations. How can we ensure that our managers and that all of our employees are working to their full capability? I think of this as a three-legged stool. There are three parts. The first part is the culture of accountability. How can we ensure that throughout the entire organization, there is a framework so that people understand in the same way how we will delegate work down the organization so that we can identify the accountability of each individual and the authority that goes with that accountability. And more importantly, how do we understand the accountability that goes across the organization as it relates from one part of the organization to other parts of the organization? The third leg of the three-legged stool is getting the right people in the right chairs. And this has to do with complexity of work, and it has to do with capability of individuals. I'm sure in every organization that you're familiar with, there's that individual that was a rock star at one level, and when you promoted that person to the manager of that team, that person was not successful as the manager. There are reasons for that, and I want to share that with you so that you can understand how you can apply those principles in your organization. I have two different versions of this presentation. The first one is designed for CEOs or groups of senior executives in terms of how this can apply in larger organizations. Here we need to use these principles and apply them in a systems way so that you can be sure that people at different levels of the organization and in the different functions are working in the same way with the same understanding and using the same language. For smaller organizations and growing organizations, the principles are the same, but there's no need to have as robust a system. Rather, it's how do you, as the head of that organization, work with your team to ensure that these principles are well understood, so that you are ensuring people are accountable for their work, so that you are ensuring that there is this culture of accountability in the organization, and then most importantly, that you're getting the right people in the right chairs throughout the organization so everybody is working in a coordinated way. Whichever group you're with, I'm just delighted to have this opportunity to introduce myself, and I'm looking forward to working with you. For more information, please check out my website, effectivemanagers.com. That's www.effectivemanagers, all one word, .com. Thanks.